In this video, I'm going to be reviewing Captain America: The First Avenger. If you're not familiar about how my videos work, normally if I go to the movie theater, I do a 4-part review, but since I'm staying at home, trying to stay safe, it's only going to be like a 2-part review, where I give you my thoughts before the movie and my thoughts after the movie. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to review Captain America: The First Avenger. In Japanese, it's actually called the same thing, but with a Japanese accent, which I'm not going to do because, I don't know, it might come out like I'm trying to, I don't know, might be a little offensive. But, alright, so Captain America: The First Avenger is one of my favorite movies. Why? Because I feel like I could kind of relate to Captain America. I don't know why. I think it's like the way his morals are in the first movie. Just, I'm not saying I'm high and mighty or anything like that. I'm just saying that I can relate to those values that he carries on. I feel like personally I should have been born in like the 40s or something like that. But yeah, I think, or actually maybe the 30s. So when I'm about my age, 50s come around and 50s or, yeah. I feel like I should be that, but despite that, I do enjoy Captain America. He's one of my favorite Marvel heroes, and I like the way they portray him in this movie. So, when watching that movie, I did enjoy this one more. I think it's not the best movie. It's my favorite, but I don't think it's the best movie. For example, I think Captain America Civil War, not Civil War, the other one, number 2, Winter Soldier. Captain America Winter Soldier, I believe, is a better movie, but this is still one of my favorites, and I don't know, I just like seeing this scrawny little guy become Captain America. He's always been pushed around, and now he becomes like strong and everything. With steroids. No, just kidding. He becomes strong, and he doesn't become the bully. He still believes on what he believes in. He does stumble here and there. And yeah, it's going to be interesting because if you look at all the Captain America movies, this is the one where him and Peggy are actually kind of together. And so, we don't see that again until Endgame. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, spoiler review. This is a spoiler review, but it's in the title, so it's okay. If you don't know that by now, then I'm sorry that I kind of spoiled Endgame, which, you know, made a lot of money, and because a lot of people saw it many times. So, but, yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and watch this movie. It's been a while since I watched this movie. Yeah, it's been a long while, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you my thoughts after the movie. Okay, so I just finished watching Captain America: The First Avenger, and I don't know what it is about this movie that makes me like it so much. I don't really know. The green screen is very apparent now that I can see these things easier. And, yeah, it's still a fun movie to watch. I don't know, there's something about it. It might be Tommy Lee Jones, it might be, you know, just even Chris Evans himself. I don't know, I guess Chris Evans brings something to the character. Haley Atwell is also really great, so it was nice seeing them together, you know. And, you know, if you look at the, like, I'm not sure if I mentioned before, but this is big time spoilers. But, yeah, just looking back at Endgame and how it ended, and I have many questions about time travel now. Well, I don't have that many questions, it's just, there's things going on that, it just, I am now questioning so much of the time travel. in Endgame, which I probably shouldn't have been thinking about during Captain America. That's probably the wrong movie. Maybe it's the right movie, who knows. But overall, the acting of this movie is really great. Haley Atwell, Tommy Lee Jones, Sebastian Stan, and also Chris Evans. They all did a great job in this movie, so I do suggest watching it again, but then again, I am biased towards this film because I don't know, there's something about this movie that makes it like one of my favorite MCU movies. So, yeah, like I said, it's one of my favorites, but it is not the best movie out of all the MCU movies. Like I said, The Winter Soldier is better than this movie. I think it's a better quality movie. I would recommend that movie more. But personally, for me, this one would have to be my favorite. So, yeah, the music is good. The acting, good. Story is pretty good. They kind of went back to the formula, though, of the main character facing a mirror of himself. Thor so far is like the only one that's like, you know what, this is going to be a little different, because, yeah, it was just different. And so, to me, I kind of enjoy that Thor broke up that monotony of, let me face the mirror image of myself. And so, Captain America, he has to fight the Red Skull, which is pretty much another super soldier. So, as far as plot and everything, story-wise, it's okay. It's following this Marvel formula. And the end credit scene, I was just thinking, can you imagine yourself just being born when Steve Rogers was born, and then just like getting frozen, and then coming out 70 years later and just looking around and you just see all this stuff? How crazy would that actually be? Like, to me, I think that's just, yeah, it's just the small things I think about. It's like, what's going on? What are these moving pictures in the screen, and why are they in color? Why are they on top of the buildings? So yeah, so he understands like what movies are, but they have like so much color, and they're coming out of the buildings. It's like, why are they coming out of the buildings? That makes like almost no sense. So okay, so I'm just rambling on now. So I enjoyed this movie. I do recommend you like it. I recommend you watch it if you are into this kind of thing. But if you're not, this movie is not for everyone. And I admit that, even though it's one of my favorites. But yeah, if you like my review, please give it a like. If you want to share it, that helps me out a little more too as well. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you when I review the Avengers.